Hey, gun people. Crazy cop story. I'll give a couple quick ones here. And this is the same guy I'm working with, so I won't give his name, Dan. So we get this call. We're working one night. We get this call in a parking lot. There's a lady in a trunk banging on the trunk. So, I mean, the hairs on the back of our neck go up like, shit, I wonder if somebody's getting kidnapped. I wonder if somebody's trying to kill her. So it's kind of an odd call. So dispatch. So me and my partner go ahead over there. So we get there, and there's about 4 or 5 people behind his trunk, and they're conversing or trying to talk, and there's somebody in a damn trunk. So we're like, okay, what's going on? They're like, there's a lady, she's trapped in the trunk. We kind of got that figured out. We figured there was a clue when there's voices coming out of the trunk. But thanks for the input. We didn't say that, but I'm just being, thanks for the input, people. So we're like, why is she in the trunk? Do we know what's going on? Yeah. I said, whose car is this? Mine. A girl raised her hand. I go, okay, who's in the trunk? So-and-so. Why is she in the trunk? She wanted to see if she could fit. I go, what? She goes, we were out here talking, and she wanted to see if she could fit in the trunk. I go, well, it's your car. Why don't you just let her out? She's got the keys. I go, you're killing me. I go, you let her get in the trunk with the keys and you shut it? She goes, well, we weren't going to set it, but when she got in there and fit, we were surprised and we were wondering if we could shut the trunk, and we tried and shut. And this is before they had the little levers inside the car, so you couldn't get her out. So she had the keys to the car. She's locked in the trunk. So, and of course now the crowd's really gathering. There's cop cars there. There's lights. There's people standing around the car. There's a girl in there. Get me out! Get me out! She's banging on the trunk. We're like, look, we're trying. We're like, do you have the keys? Yes! I go, okay, what else do you ask? So we finally end up saying, look, after a few minutes, we're trying to figure out what's going on. We're like, all right, send us fire department. They got tools, etc. We'll have them break into the damn trunk. So fire department shows up. Now there's fire trucks, there's lights. This lady's in the trunk's pissed off. Her friend's embarrassed. This is so embarrassing. I'm like, well, it's not going to be as embarrassing as when she gets out. But, so the crowd's getting around. And of course, we're laughing. I'm sorry, people. Cops are human, and when we find funny shit, we laugh. So some people were like, you guys shouldn't be laughing, this is serious, she could suffocate. I go, she's in a trunk, she ain't got air, she ain't suffocating. I go, shit, what do you want me to do, pull out my gun and shoot holes in it to give her air? I mean, we got the fire department coming, relax. But we kind of were joking around laughing because we started out kind of on a heightened, is this a kidnapping or murder? And then we get to this dumbass that climbed in the trunk with the keys. So obviously it was a little funny, there was a release of tension. So the fire department gets there and they're like, hey, stand back. We're going to punch it out with their little sharp pointed knife. I forgot what it's called. Some firemen can know what it is. It's got axe on one side. It's got a point on the other. So they're just going to punch out that lock. So they tell her cover her eyes, do this. They come back, punch that lock out. They open the trunk. And this girl is so red. She looked like a fresh lobster, boy. I mean, her shit was just, and I don't know if it's because she's mad or whatever, and we're like, you're free. She's like, I just want to get out of here. This is so embarrassing. We're like, wait a minute, we got to get some information. We come in. What do you need my information for? I was like, look, we're on a call. We got to do a report that we came. The fire department just damaged your vehicle. We got to do a report. I just want to leave. This is... So her friend is like, I go, you got the keys? And she goes, yes. I go, okay. This is pretty funny, people. So we get her out. She punched the keys. She was embarrassed. We take the report. Come to find out, they were just talking about whether you get somebody in the trunk, and through the conversation, she's like, I'll show you. I can fit in there. And she wasn't really huge, but she was a little overweight. So I'm sure that didn't help because there was probably some dare or some shit that she could fit or not. But anyway, so we got her out, and that call was cleared. And we went and had coffee and donuts like cops do. So the next incident, same cop. Me and this guy are working. We're assigned to a DUI task force for a year or two. And all we did is we got grant money to go out and get DUIs. So we're in this city, there's a lot of illegal Hispanic immigration, so a lot of them don't speak Spanish. He speaks Spanish, so that was a good deal. So we have this guy, and he can speak pretty good English, but he's understands some Spanish. So Dan's doing the test, and he's kind of explaining to him in case he can't understand if I'm doing it. You know, because you got to say puente to puente, foot to foot, toe to heel, all that. You know, I know a little bit of Spanish, but I can't talk him through this test. So the guy's like, you know, how much I had to drink? Not too much. And the wind's really blowing, and it's a windy night. The leaves are flying. So, I mean, if the guy moves a little bit, we're going to have to take in the environment that we're doing it on a sidewalk and the wind's blowing. So there's these big hedges right here, and the sidewalk's right here. And my partner, I won't say his name, Dan, he's doing the test. And so he's doing the one leg test. So the guy's looking at the test, and he's paying attention. He's a little tipsy. He wasn't like smashed, but he's a little tipsy. He might have blown, but he was fairly close. But he was a pretty funny, nice guy. So we're pretty lighthearted when we do people. We don't treat people like assholes. We're being pretty cool. So we're kind of talking. He's like, okay, he's going to show you this test. If you can do this, you know, we'll get you out of here, blah. So Dan's like, okay, I need you to hold your foot up and hold it. Right about then, a big wind came by. And Dan lost his balance and fell in these big bushes. And I mean, he just disappeared. So I start rolling. The guy who's standing there is kind of grinning and laughing a little bit, so I help him out. He's got stinkers and shit sticking everywhere. His uniform's all trashed. I pull him out of the bushes. I'm laughing. We look at the guy and he goes, shit, I can do it better than that. Me and him both just busted up, gave his license, and said, dude, get out of here. We're done. Oh, Daniel, that was a funny night. His ass was in those bushes. That guy goes, hell, I can do it better than that. All right, we'll end that there. Oh.